welcome back to the School Finesse podcast. I'm your host, Amen. Today, we have another tip. So a viewer from Maryland commented, "School is starting next week and I'm a little confused on what the appropriate amount of credits is to take." When you're trying to figure out how many credits to take, you want to make sure that you are making the best decision for yourself and your circumstances rather than taking on classes just because your buddy did the same thing. Here are some personal questions to ask yourself when you are figuring out your course load. First one, will I be working during the semester? If you have a job, you need to figure out how many hours you'll be working so you can balance it out with your school load. Some people say, I'm going to just go to class from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Then I'm going to go to work from 3 p.m. to 2 a.m. And then the next morning I'm headed to my 8 a.m. class. Well, that might get you a little overwhelmed and get you a hectic schedule. While you may work, you have to give yourself some space between class and work to study, relax, review your assignments, meet with your professors, and if you want to, attend extracurricular activities on campus. Second question to keep in mind, how much extra time do I have to study for class? Many colleges and universities recommend 1 hour of study time per credit. So if you are taking a 3-credit course, it's recommended that you have 3 hours to study for that one course. Of course, this isn't mandatory, and this number may be more or less for you, depending on your work ethic and the nature of your class. A third question to ask yourself is, do I want to attend extracurricular events? By extracurricular events, I mean there's sports, there are clubs like piano club, sign language club, department events, and this is the perfect time for networking and getting to know scholars in your field of study. Other extracurricular activities on campus include career workshops, business startup events where you present your idea and you can win money or a prize for it. There's student government association, there are some faith groups like churches and fellowships. There are many ways to get involved on campus, and if you want to attend these events and activities, you should take note of that when determining your course load. Another question that some of us may forget about is, how will I pay for my classes? Sometimes the more classes you take, the more you pay, and sometimes it's different. I know at my university, 12 credits and 15 credits cost the same amount. And also, something to keep in mind is if you're using financial aid, you may lose that money if you do not take their minimum amount of credits. This minimum amount will vary between schools and can also vary depending on if you're a full-time or part-time student. So make sure you check in with your financial aid office as well. Something else I would suggest is to make sure that with the course load you are taking, make sure that you still have some time to rest and schedule in some leisure time, some fun time, some relaxing time. Some of us think, oh, well, I'm a student now, I'm going to do a study and nothing else, but be careful. You know, that student may lose interest in school or become discouraged and overwhelmed. On the other hand, if you don't purposely schedule leisure time, you may use every break in your schedule as free time and end up losing track of your classes. So just to recap here, the answer to how many credits you should take for school, it just depends on your personal circumstance and what you can balance out for yourself without being too overwhelmed. All right? Challenge for the week. Answer this question in the comment section below. What's your average course load, and do you schedule time for fun and relaxation? Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and share with a friend who you want to succeed as well. Now on to the news stories. In last week's news, a college dropped their tuition from $45,000 to $29,000 a year. This was a private college in Oakland, California. It made a decision after listening to parents and students' feedback about how the cost was an issue for them. And then Sandy Baum, an independent higher education consultant and retired economics professor, said, "The high price of college is pointless if the cost is discouraging students and driving them away." Well, Thanks to Mills College of Oakland, California, for not only listening to parents and students' concerns, but actually implementing change. Here are the names of a few other colleges that are on board with lowering their tuition and fees. Drew University, Sweetbriar College, Birmingham South College, Benedict College, University of Sioux Falls, Old Dominion University, and Champlain College. Hopefully I pronounced those college names properly. Well, that's all for this news fix. A link to the news article will be in the description. Always remember, tune in every Monday morning for a new tip on how you can finesse your way through school this week. I'm your host, Amen, signing off.